This book's called Can I Tell You About Selective Mutism? This girl, her name is Hannah, and she has selective mutism. Some people call it SM for short. I'd like to tell you what it is, what it feels like, and how you might help if you want to. You can't see that I have selective mutism. I look like the other girls, but you might notice things about me that are a bit different. This is because SM can sometimes make me behave and talk in a way that you might not expect. Like everyone else, people with SM are individuals, and SM affects each person a bit differently. So other children with this SM will be like me in lots of ways, but not exactly the same. The main thing about SM is that I can't talk comfortably with people in every situation. If I'm at home with my parents and close family, I'm fine, and you wouldn't think I had a problem. But if we go out and other people are around, or people I don't know well come to my home, I get anxious and the words can't come out. It's worst when I'm at school because it's full of people I don't know well. When someone speaks to me, I get very tense and panicky. You may have noticed that when people talk to me, I sometimes look rather stiff and frozen. My mum says I look like a rabbit trapped in the headlights. It's true. I feel stuck and can't move. My heart beats fast. I can't breathe easily and my throat goes tight. I can't even turn my head from side to side comfortably. They say adults can get panic attacks, and that's just what it feels like. You know, some people can't bear to fly in a plane, or they are petrified of spiders. Well, it's a bit like the same with me when I need to speak out. I have a sort of phobia about talking. I feel like there's a spotlight on me. So I try and avoid times when I might have to speak. It's such a relief to stop trying and not feel anxious. The trouble is, the more I avoid talking, the harder it seems to get started. Because I'm silent, you may think I can't speak at all, or don't speak English, or that I'm just shy. As I said, I can speak fine at home. In fact, I can speak to my mum and dad anywhere if I'm sure no one else will hear us. You can ask them. If I couldn't speak at all or just didn't know English, it wouldn't be called SM. In other situations, when I'm in places or with new people, I can nod or shake my head a bit if someone asks me a question, which proves I understand okay, and sometimes I point too. I have what I'd like to say in my head, and sometimes I know the answer in class before anybody else, but I just can't speak out. It's a bit like severe shyness, but not the same. If I know I'm not expected to speak, I feel fine and I can join in. My panics happen when I have to speak, and it makes it worse if people keep on trying to talk to me, however nicely they try to do it. It upsets me when people say I'm refusing to talk or trying to get my own way. Sometimes grown-ups and children think that I do it on purpose, that I'm choosing not to talk. I think they want to be difficult or get back at them or something. It's not at all like that. I love to speak. I just can't get over this fear of talking, and I can't get started. To make it easier at school, I try to find out exactly what's going to happen and get my friend Maya to sit with me. At first, my teacher thought I was trying to take over, but now she realises that it makes me feel less anxious. Of course, I might not answer my mum sometimes if I'm cross with her or I've done something wrong. Don't we all do that? But that makes me feel completely different to when I can't speak out because of SM. I'd like to play or join in things more, but I can't if it means I have to talk. In the playground, I used to feel very sad and left out. I stood on the edge and watched everyone else having fun. Now I'm getting a bit more relaxed. It helps when the other children ask me to join in with their games. I can do the ones where you don't have to talk, or I go into my corner under the trees with my friend Maya and she talks to me a bit. I get really worried when I'm asked to a party. I'd love to go, but I'm afraid the friend's mum and new children won't understand my SM. Maya came to my flat and I like showing her my room. We played and had a drink. I think Maya was really surprised to hear me talking to my mum. My mum said perhaps I can start going round to her place to play. That made me feel scared, so Mum said she'd come with me at first. Talking in the classroom is very hard for me. In class, it's okay if we don't have to speak, or I can do something that the other children play. I'm good at maths, and sometimes I can join in by using my fingers to give the answer. Or I can join in drawing or painting projects, and I'm starting to write more. I used to dread it when the teacher said, "Find a partner," or "Get in groups." I thought I'd be left out, and I never knew what I'd be asked to do or who I'd be with. I don't blame the children for not wanting to be with me, but I felt really sad inside. Last week, my teacher, Mr. Bailey, explained to me that I don't have to talk till I'm ready. He said that until then, there are other ways I can join in and I can show what I've learned in my writing or my drawing. That's such a relief. It gave me a really good feeling. Sometimes I feel really stressed and frustrated because I can't speak out. When I'm at school, I feel I always have to be on the lookout for whether I might be expected to talk. And at the same time, I have lots of thoughts, ideas, questions, and answers that I can't get out. I also try to be brave and not show my feelings. All this makes me very tired by the end of the day. When I get home, I'm full of all these feelings that have been bottled up. Then it's like the top comes off the bottle and I can get really cross. It's like I haven't been able to control anything at school, so I have to make up for it by being in charge at home. My mum and my little brother get the worst of it. On some days, it's not so bad, and I just do lots of talking when I get home. I suppose I might be a bit bossy, but I don't get in a temper. I wish I could speak comfortably with my uncle and auntie. As well as my mum and dad, my little brother and my big sister, I can talk to Grandma in her home and mine. I see a lot of her, and she used to look after me when I was little and my mum was working. But with others in the family, it's not so easy. I find it hard to talk to Gran and Grandad, and I know Dad would like me to speak more to them. I have one uncle who I don't see much, And when I do, he's always asking, "Why don't you talk to me?" Which makes me feel worse. He and my auntie are nice and funny, so I wish I could. In the summer, they had a baby who can now sit up. Last time they all came round and I went and played with the baby, I could talk to him when nobody was looking. Perhaps this will be a start to me talking more with uncle and auntie. My mum told me that some children with SM have other fears or phobias. I've heard that there's a boy in nursery who has SM too. He's got the same sort of difficulty as me with talking out comfortably. But my mum says he's got other problems. He can't go to the toilet or eat his dinner in school. His mum takes him home in the middle of the day to do things. It's lucky they live round the back of our school. It must be awful not being able to do these things too. But I suppose it's a bit like our talking difficulty and not liking people watching or listening to you. I hope they can help him. I'm sure as he gets older, he will be able to do it bit by bit. That's how I'm starting to talk. Last week, I said a few words very quietly to Miss King, our classroom assistant. My teacher tried to answer the other children's questions about SM. I wanted to be there too. When we were sharing about how we felt about being in our new class and what made us scared, Mr. Bailey told the children that SM is caused by anxiety. He said it's always been difficult for me to talk comfortably with new people in new places, so coming to school was very hard. He explained that there are lots of children with SM, but more girls than boys. I liked it when he told them I'm starting to get over it and said, "We're going to help Hannah." He said that if they don't pester me to talk, I can stop worrying and have fun at school. He talked about small steps, so little by little I'll be able to talk to more people. I feel much better once he'd said all this. Mr. Bailey's chosen me, Maya, and a new boy to tidy up the classroom every Wednesday playtime, which I'm really pleased about. My mum and I wrote down how my classmates could help me, and Mr. Bailey read it out to them. Please try and treat me like anyone else and don't make a big thing of my SM. Understand that I'm not being rude or unfriendly if I don't talk. Please talk to me even though I might not be able to talk back. I like it when you save me a place and ask me to sit with you. Please invite me to join in or be your partner. Please don't ask me too many questions. I like it when you show me things or tell me your news. Don't comment or act surprised if I start to talk. I feel much happier now everyone understands. Don't laugh or tease me about my difficulty talking. I feel bad enough about it already. I'd like to do more by myself. It helps if you do things with me, but please don't do them for me. When I'm practicing my small step targets, I may need to ask you to join in. Perhaps you could come to the swings with me and my mum after school. I like school, and with your help, I think I'll like it even more. I'm looking forward to when I can speak comfortably with you all. The end.